In a market often driven by incremental upgrades, a new contender is stirring the pot, one that might just redefine what we expect from a smartphone. The upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't just another annual refresh with a shinier display or a faster chip. It represents a fundamental transformation in mobile technology, philosophy, where endurance, intelligence, and design intersect in groundbreaking ways. Let's take a deep dive into the anticipated features, radical shifts, and why the Galaxy S26 Ultra may not just be the next big thing but a monumental leap into the future. Power. Unleashed a colossal battery upgrade. One of the most jaw-dropping changes on the horizon for the S26 Ultra is its potential battery upgrade. For years, premium smartphones have hovered around a 5,000 mAh capacity, and while that number has provided decent daily stamina, it's far from revolutionary. The S26 Ultra may be about to blow that standard out of the water with a massive 7,000 mAh powerhouse. Imagine a phone that can comfortably handle multiple days of use without clinging to a charger. Whether you're a mobile gamer, a remote worker, or a content creator on the go, this could change the way people interact with their devices. But there's a twist. To accommodate such a large battery, a sacrifice might be required: the removal of the built-in stylus slot. The integrated pen has been a staple of Ultra models and beloved by power users. Yet, Samsung may be considering a shift towards a magnetically attached stylus, similar to the design philosophy behind the iPad's Apple Pencil. While this change may upset purists, it could streamline the internal layout, allowing for bigger batteries and thinner profiles. Enter the silicon-carbon era battery. Size is just one part of the puzzle. Battery technology is where the true magic lies. Rumors suggest Samsung is experimenting with silicon-carbon anode batteries, a leap beyond traditional lithium-ion setups. This chemistry, already of interest to the electric vehicle industry, could bring massive advantages to smartphones: lighter weight, faster charging, better thermal regulation, and greater energy density. If this tech makes it to market, the S26 Ultra could charge from nearly empty to full in a fraction of the time today's phones require. Say goodbye to those long overnight charges or midday top-ups. It could be the beginning of all-day high-performance usage without compromise. Behind closed doors, the project is reportedly running under the codename Suzanne, linked to the development of this new energy material. While details are scarce, insiders hint at a secret ingredient that could drastically increase charging efficiency and extend the lifespan of the battery. A smarter, more adaptive camera system are often the crown jewel of modern smartphones, and the S26 Ultra seems determined to lead, not follow. But rather than cramming in more lenses, Samsung may be pivoting towards streamlining the experience with a next-gen single adaptive telephoto lens. At first glance, this might appear to be a step back. After all, current models boast multiple zoom lenses with varying focal lengths. However, the proposed new setup might utilize variable aperture, optical zoom mechanics, and sensor shifting technology, allowing one lens to serve multiple purposes. In essence, it could be the smartphone world's version of a Swiss Army knife capable of snapping crisp portraits, wide-angle shots, and ultra-zoom photos, all from one adaptive unit. It's not just about versatility. It's about efficiency, performance, and intelligence. And there's more. Samsung is allegedly working on a monster sensor in the 300 to 400 megapixel range. This isn't a typo. If realized, this sensor would deliver an unprecedented level of detail, potentially competing with or surpassing professional-grade DSLRs. Combined with AI-enhanced processing, you could expect stunning low-light performance, extreme zoom clarity, and cinema-level video capabilities in a device that fits in your pocket. Design, aesthetic refinement at last beyond function. The S26 Ultra may finally address some long-standing design criticisms, chief among them, the obtrusive camera bump. Instead of the current protruding lenses, Samsung is rumored to be implementing a new matte inkjet coating process that visually blends the camera module with the back panel. This not only improves aesthetics, but also reduces fingerprint smudges and glare, giving the phone a more elegant and seamless look. It's not merely about being pretty, it's about a unified experience where form meets function. On the front, the screen will likely remain a 6.8-inch LTPO AMOLED panel with a dynamic refresh rate of up to 120 Hz. What's new? The bezels are shrinking, getting us closer to the borderless floating glass fantasy that enthusiasts have long hoped for. While an under-display selfie camera remains out of reach for now, the punch hole design will stay. albeit smaller and more discreet. Performance gains, next-level speed. No futuristic flagship would be complete without a performance boost. And the S26 Ultra looks poised to deliver. At its heart could lie the next-gen Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 Elite chipset, expected to push the envelope on both CPU and GPU performance. Benchmarks suggest single-core performance exceeding 4,000 points and multi-core results topping 11,000. That put it in direct competition with Apple's formidable A-series processors. But Samsung's chip isn't just about raw speed, it's built for sustained real-world performance, with less throttling and more consistency across intensive use cases. The accompanying Adreno 840 GPU might come equipped with dedicated memory, further enhancing gaming and graphic workloads. This means console-quality visuals, complete with real-time ray tracing and high frame rate rendering, all on a smartphone. 4 regions outside North America. Some variants may come equipped with Samsung's in-house Exynos 2600 chip, reportedly built using advanced thermal architecture and promising a leap forward in efficiency and reliability. Still, skepticism remains until it can prove itself in real-world testing. Charging tech, a point of contention, in contrast to all the forward-thinking innovations. One area where Samsung may lag behind is charging speed. Reports suggest the company plans to maintain its current 45 West wired charging limit, a number that, while decent, pales in comparison to Chinese manufacturers, already offering 100 West and even 150 West fast charging technologies. It's a strange dichotomy. On one hand, Samsung is pushing experimental battery chemistry and massive capacities. On the other, it's staying conservative with its charging infrastructure. If the silicon carbon tech truly delivers, this decision might make more sense in the context of battery longevity and safety, but for now, it could be seen as a missed opportunity. A shift in philosophy. What's truly exciting about the S26 Ultra isn't just the sum of its specs, it's what those specs represent. This device feels like a pivot point, a break from the pattern of minor year-to-year refreshes. Samsung appears to be reimagining the mobile experience from the ground up, removing the built-in stylus slot for a larger battery. That's not just a technical choice, it's a philosophical one. It signals a shift toward endurance over extras, functionality over legacy features. Opting for a single intelligent camera module instead of a collection of lenses, it suggests confidence in software, AI, and design evolution. The Galaxy S26 Ultra might mark the beginning of a new chapter where smartphones become more adaptive, more powerful, and more enduring, without feeling bloated or over-engineered. The Galaxy ecosystem, a mixed bag. While the Ultra model seems to be forging ahead boldly, the rest of the Galaxy lineup may be experiencing a more cautious evolution. The Galaxy Z Fold 7, for instance, is rumored to retain the same battery capacity as its predecessor. That's a tough pill to swallow when the Ultra model is reportedly doubling down on power and innovation. Foldable enthusiasts may be left wondering when their moment of evolution will come. Likewise, the Galaxy Flip 7 Fe could ship with only the Exynos chip, a cost-saving move that may not sit well with performance-focused users. These decisions hint at a divide in strategy, where innovation is concentrated at the top of the range, while mid-tier models aim for cost efficiency. Risks, trade-offs, and the road ahead. No innovation comes without risk. Removing features like the embedded stylus, relying on emerging battery materials, and consolidating the camera system all carry the potential for backlash if not executed perfectly. Power users who rely on the stylus for creative work, multitasking, or navigation may feel alienated. Meanwhile, skeptics of in-house chipsets will be watching performance benchmarks closely, especially in non-Snapdragon regions. And battery advancements, while promising, remain unproven at scale in consumer electronics. Still, even if only half of the rumored features make it into the final product, the Galaxy S26 Ultra could set a new gold standard for flagships in 2025. In conclusion, disruption on the horizon if the leaks, rumors, and industry whispers are to be believed. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is not just another upgrade, it's a statement. A statement that smartphones can still surprise us, that hardware, software, and design can converge in ways that feel genuinely next-gen. We're talking about a device with a 7,000 mAh battery that could last for days. Potential silicon carbon tech that revolutionizes charging. A single intelligent camera lens with ultra-adaptive capabilities. A bezel-less design approaching full-screen nirvana. A chipset capable of console-grade gaming performance. Samsung may be taking risks. But they're the kind of bold, calculated risks that push an industry forward. Whether you're a productivity enthusiast, a